guys, what is up for OddsChecker? We are bringing you another episode of The Morning Edge. I am joined by the sharpest of bettors, Matt and Slop. Guys, how are we feeling? Happy Wednesday.
Feeling good, Melissa. Almost Friday, right? So we're getting there. Almost time for the weekend. Almost Christmas. Yeah, life is good. Can't complain.
What are you guys hoping to get this Christmas season?
An Eagles win over the Cowboys. That is pretty much all I've been asking for. And if we get that, I'll be very satisfied.
Is Jalen Hurts playing? Have we confirmed that news yet?
Doesn't look good, but I think it would actually be more fun if Minshew beats the Cowboys, because now I can be like, oh, we lost, congrats, you beat our backup quarterback kind of thing. If Minshew wins, I mean that's bad. You know what I mean? Like if you beat them with the backup on the road, I can talk about that for years. So
Minshew Mania is coming back to Philly.
Yep.
White ends in the Jets season. We love our backup QB. Slav, how are you doing?
I'm just living the dream. Just looking to get through Christmas in one piece. So far, I made it.
Did you buy the girls all their gifts yet and have it wrapped up?
Oh, yeah. So the way we do it is I get the gifts sent here. My wife wraps them, and then we put them out like at, we do the whole Santa thing. I'm not going to say, just in case any children are watching the show today. I don't want to ruin any dreams or anything. But yeah, so we kind of make it happen. But this is like the big rush, though. You know what I mean? Like the 21st to the 25th. I mean, these are big days. So a lot of stress, a lot going on. But I'm working through it.
All right. Well, guys, there's something else you need to work through today. How did you do on yesterday's show? It didn't look too good from where I was sitting.
Well, that's not very nice, Melissa. We both lost.
Yeah, well, that's you don't really understand gambling either.
Yeah, all right, look.
Excuse me.
Well, there's no way. I mean, to say something like that shows you have no clue what you're talking about, because what we did was we made ourselves do coming into this show.
I would have ended on that, but you jumped the gun, John.
No, I'm just saying, I did perfect with mine. I mean, that guy looked good. He got hurt and came back for us. Like, our guy tried. And Virginia looked good. It's just Miami was hitting everything. Like, what do you want people to do?
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we're about as due as you can possibly be. So I don't get it. I think we're in a great situation here. This is probably the best situation we could be in.
All right, well, I'm also rolling in on a loss, so I'm riding with you guys on this one.
Yeah, for me, the Virginia loss, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the game, but what if I did? I'm just gonna say they gave up way more points than they normally do, especially early in the game. They just took the night off defense, or Miami was shooting the lights out. That's fine. Now tonight, like John said, we set ourselves up to not only be due for tonight, but then Thursday night football for the whole weekend, for
big
Christmas.
Weekend, Matt. Big weekend.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. Imagine losing on Christmas Eve. Now we can't.
Imagine not being due on Christmas Eve. Like, how stupid would that be? We would be like rookies.
Yes. So if you want to lose bets, do it now. I don't know. Some people just don't get that. So
you know what? I do like that mentality. Lose it before the holiday, and then when you're having a horrible time at your family's Christmas party, you can check in on your bets, and hopefully they're cashing.
Yes,
well,
exactly.
You're due, so they'll definitely be cashing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You set it up. You already know. You don't even have to check.
With that being said, speaking of checking things, John, you said
great
Twitter
segue.
Yesterday.
She's killing the segues lately.
With your new list.
I know we're interrupting, but we're interrupting with compliments, Melissa, so that you can't be that mad at us for that.
As long as it's nice, because I'm sure you're going to rip me later about the Giants. But with that being said, Slap, what was going on Twitter yesterday? You put out your list. I like that the Eagles weren't on it, but a lot of people were pretty pissed off at you.
I mean, for one, people always get pissed off, but I'm trying to help them. I don't want to give people false hope here. But I mean, yeah, one guy right there, clown list. That's not a list of clowns. Someone actually responded to that with a great list of clowns. Like Krusty the Clown, Bozo was on it, a couple other guys, great clowns. So he doesn't even count, that guy, Bruce. I think he might be cool, though. So, Matt, write that down. I'm not that mad at him, because I think he might actually be cool. I think he's a Philly fan, so you might like him. That's what I'm saying. Maybe give him a follow.
Bruce is cool.
who's Al Pacino? Oh, very good. Listing the Cowboys and Lions on this list, but not the Eagles or Vikings. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you the Vikings are frauds, so stop. Like, that's never going to happen.
I agree with that.
That's not going to happen. And the Eagles, did you check the lines for this game? Because the Cowboys are like a touchdown favorite almost. So there's that. I mean, I don't know. Like, Vegas kind of agrees with me. But I don't know. Now we're dealing with the hurt quarterback situation on top of being the 98 Vikings situation. I'm just saying. The Eagles didn't make it. I mean, I don't know what to do. Finally, the last one, the only team with a chance. This is from Bill. It looks like just Bill, no picture. The only team with a chance in the NFC is the Eagles. The rest are garbage. I agree with Bill. The rest are garbage. All right? They are. It's not great. Everybody in the NFC, not great. But there are parallel universes where the Cowboys, 49ers, and Lions could actually win the Super Bowl, and that's why they made the list. So, Bill, shove it.
I mean,
no offense.
you might be right on the Cowboys situation here, but 49ers
the Cowboys are favored by 6 points over this Eagles team you guys keep talking about.
Yeah, like, but we don't have
I never say anything nice about the Eagles, so don't say you guys.
But there's no quarterback. We we're on our backup.
I know. I've been saying that all year, Matt.
There's no. So you can't judge it all. Like, if Hurts was playing, Dallas probably would have been like -1.
Oh, now if Hurts, if and buts for candy and nuts, we've all heard it. I mean,
that's the thing. The line.
This is the Super Bowl here. There's no. That's the thing, Matt. There's no ifs with the Super Bowl. You either win the Super Bowl or you don't.
But
you either have a chance or you don't. And there's no ifs.
Get too upset because he has the Lions on there. So it's like, how good is this list?
The Lions have a clear path.
Yeah.
Remember the time they played the Giants, Melissa? What happened that game?
This is exactly why I don't look forward to seeing it.
I remember. If you don't, I can remind people. But I think we all remember what happened. They're going to the playoffs, guys. We're going to cash our ticket. I think it was like.
I hope they do. I jumped on them plus 700. I did. So yeah. I'm all in on the Lions, but the Eagles not being on there. John, I'm sorry, but the guy was kind of right to say the clown list.
I told you to follow that guy. That guy, Bruce. I mean, I was looking at his timeline.
I'm going to
find out who's chirping me. That guy's probably pretty cool. There's like an off chance that he's actually a cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, some chirpers
that's up to me for complimenting the haters.
Yeah, that's very big of you.
A lot of people are saying it.
Try to find his Twitter. Let's see, Bruce. Yeah. Clown list. Okay, I found him. Oh, see, he already follows me. I'm just gonna follow him back. He's actually a New Jersey guy. So
that's
shout out to
pretty
Bruce.
much Philly guy.
I'm about to be your neighbor, Bruce. Yeah. So we're like we're kind of boys. All right, I like this. I just made a new friend, and he's an Eagles fan. So what a win that is.
I don't know how much of a win it is when you have more Eagles fans in your friend group, but let's go into today's bets, guys.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. We got 2 games, 1 player prop. Matt, you are looking at the Arizona State Devils. They're taking on the San Francisco Dons. Now, the Devils are coming off a loss, and they were expected to win. And now they face a more daunting task. So who do you think they got in this spot? The Devils, the Dons?
Yeah, you know what, Melissa? I think that it's going to be the Dons tonight. So I'm going with San Francisco. I want to pat myself on the back for saying Arizona State would be really good this year because now they're ranked and they haven't been really good. I don't think they've ever won a Pac-12 title. Someone can fact check me on that, but I think in their entire history they've never done it. But this is a team, really good coach, Bobby Hurley. They have bought in some really good transfers, Frankie Collins, Desmond Cambridge. They got a lot better this year, but this feels like a really good spot for San Francisco, who's getting back at home. So San Francisco, they've lost 3 games in a row. You mentioned the last game that they lost. It was against UTR Arlington, not a good team. San Francisco was a 15-point favorite there, so that's bad, right? Or I'm sorry, they did not lose 3 in a row. They've lost 2 of their last 3. They did beat UNLV, but they lost to New Mexico also. So they come into this game with some slight regression. Back at home, getting the points tonight, I think this is a good spot for them. It's a game that I see low scoring, going to be a little bit of a rock fight, so give me the dog in these kind of games. I think it'll be a little back and forth early, but ultimately, I like the San Francisco team. Still got some guys, some veteran guys that really can contribute. I like this team. I like the spot. So I'm all in on the Dons to beat up on the Sun Devils tonight. So give me San Francisco.
All right, San Francisco Dons. Would you guys rather be a Don or a Devil? I'm thinking Don here.
Well, they're this. Does it make it any difference if they're like a Sun Devil? Does that make? Is that like a?
I feel like it does, but then you automatically go to Don.
Yeah, I don't know. Sun Devil might be cool, but I don't know. I don't have any association with them, but I don't even know what it's
outside the sun.
What is it, Don? I don't know what a Don.
A Don is like a capo, like a chief.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's kind of
like mafia.
Some knowledge for you.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know what a Don was, but I'm all in on the Dons tonight. Yeah, all right. So then I guess I'd rather be a Don to answer your question, Melissa, since I bet on it.
Well, Slop, we're looking at you. You're taking on the Hilltoppers, who are facing the Jaguars. South Alabama will try to end their most successful season in program history with a win when they face Western Kentucky. It is the New Orleans Bulls. It is in the Superdome. What do you got for us?
I like Austin Reed over 275.5 passing yards. I mean, like, I normally don't like guarantee a win or anything or get too hyperbolic, but there's no chance this kid's throwing for less than 275 tonight. Well, I mean, for one, you said it, you're in the dome already, so you got the fast track. They got nothing but track stars at Western Kentucky. Check this out, Matt. This kid, since literally every game this season except for one, he has gone over 270 passing yards. Every one of them. So obviously we need 275.5. I'm just saying, just to put in perspective, like he does this every single week. That's what they do at Western Kentucky. They just throw the ball. They're gonna play South Alabama. They're a giant fraud. Like, it'd be a great season. All right, cool. But it's like, you know, the JV team winning the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like your school's not going to get too excited about that. Like, it's like go look at their schedule and see who they played. They're eighth in the nation in stopping the run, which I'll give them credit for doing that, which is nice. But that's only going to help us. So that means that West Kentucky won't even try to run the ball. They're just going to throw it. I think this could be like some wild kind of track meet back and forth. So in those environments, both quarterbacks are in play, but I definitely like Reed over 275.5. I mean, if you want, you could go to FanDuel and do the 300 plus, 325 plus. It's all in play because this could get like just crazy.
John, who's a bigger fraud, South Alabama or the New York Giants?
I would say it's way too close to call right now. I would say the Giants just because they're professional athletes. These kids did nothing wrong. These kids didn't make the schedule. You know what I mean? Like, what are they supposed to? They just go out and play who they play. I mean, they're playing Texas State, Old Dominion. I mean, they're playing those teams. At least the Giants are playing pro teams, but still, they should know better. So I would say the Giants. No offense.
What's so bad about the Giants? Brian Dable was at one point favorited to win Coach of the Year in his first season as a head coach. He's been killing the season.
This multiple times on the show. We explained it multiple times. They were supposed to be rebuilding, and instead of rebuilding, now they're picking I don't even know where. Like, it's like
when you got a shot, you take it. What happened when Eli went to the Super Bowl? We were dead last, and what happened at the end of that Super Bowl, John?
Yeah, but Eli's actually like.
Yeah, I think Eli, you had a good quarterback. You had Eli Manning. Like,
Eli's actually very comparable stats to Daniel Jones in their first 2 years.
No, that's so mean to Eli. Well,
that's ridiculous. You better cover little Eli's ears whenever you say stuff like that.
I mean, that's so like wasn't Eli still a number?
What if Eli watches this show?
Yeah,
he just lost a fan.
He does watch this show.
I mean, Eli was number one.
Hey, we're sorry, Eli. We're very, very sorry if you're watching.
We don't agree, Eli.
They're not even fans, Eli. I'm the fan.
We think you're way better.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Eli Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. First ballot Hall of Famer. Arch Manning just signed on to the Texas Longhorns earlier. Just so you guys know, I'm now a Texas Longhorns fan. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Okay, that's cool.
We're very excited.
Another fan base that'll just disappoint you, Melissa. It's just going to be more disappointing years as a Longhorns fan. I like Texas though. That's exciting. Maybe he'll turn the program around. They were pretty good this year, kind of.
They were okay.
Yeah, they just.
I gotta learn how to do the Longhorns. How do you do it like that?
Something.
Yeah.
No,
like
that. We'll figure it out.
Don't do it upside down though. You're not allowed to do it upside down.
It's like
I know that. from back in the day.
I know
Yeah.
it's not like raw. That's like a bad sign, right? Like it's
Yeah,
inappropriate.
yeah, yeah. It's very disrespectful to the Longhorn fans. They do not
Well,
like
All right.
that.
Well, they better win some games, or I will be. Anyways, guys,
Fair
back
weather,
to New
huh?
York.
Yeah.
My pick of the day. I am looking. It's my first NBA pick on the show. We're looking at the New York Knicks, who are taking on the Toronto Raptors. Now, I think we can all agree. You guys might not agree with me on my Giants take, but the Knicks are hot right now.
Yeah, but they're still frauds too, Melissa.
Aren't you a
They're hot.
76ers
They're
fan?
they're
Aren't you
hot.
like riddled with injuries?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like nobody, like the Knicks are still probably going to lose in the first round.
Yeah, see,
Like,
here's the thing. The NBA doesn't even start until Christmas Day.
yeah, they're pretty
So
much just beating up on
not
teams who like don't
good.
care.
Not yet.
Oh, great. So
Yeah.
let's just cash some money on a game that doesn't matter. The Raptors are taking them on. They are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games. The Knicks just extended their streak to 8 games. So they're on an 8-game winning streak. I like that. So the Rangers are on a pretty hot streak too. Well, they just lost last night, but they were. Anyways, the Knicks are 7-0 at the spread in their last 7 games. I'm going with the Knicks on the money line. They're getting -1.5. I'm not buying it. I'm just going to take straight money line. Makes no sense. It's -120. We are facing a defense that ranks dead last in 2-point defense, number 28 in field goal percentage allowed. I know the Knicks aren't great at shooting, but I think they'll benefit from this matchup. They're top 5 in the league in offensive rebound rate, second chance points, free throw attempts. I don't know what more you need. I think we keep the ball rolling and we extend this streak to 8 points. I am a little nervous about Quentin Grimes. He did roll his ankle last night, but he came back in the game. So I think we're good to go with him.
Yeah, the Raptors. I think they've lost 6 in a row, right? So it's like two totally opposite trends. I wish you luck, Melissa, on the Knicks. I'll kind
I
of cheer.
did too. I did too. Shout out Mitch.
Shout out Mitch. Shout out
That's
Mitch.
true. I forgot John has an infatuation with Knicks.
He covered his total last night. Just so you know, over 8.5 points. So
He's a covering
yeah,
machine.
I still check on Mitch. If there's nothing else on, what I'll do is I'll throw on the Knicks just to see Mitch for a little while.
Did you guys hear that stat about Quentin Grimes? Like, if he plays like 13 minutes, the Knicks were undefeated. Now they're like 12-4 when he's on the court.
So he's the X factor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hopefully we get him playing. And I mean, even if they sit Randall, the bench is stacked. They can get the job done. We'll see
he's a good player. Yeah, he can definitely get it done. Do you guys
Is
have
that
any?
the kid from Houston, Matt? Did he get a Houston 3-point shooter? I think that kid won me a huge bet. One of the greatest of all time at the time. I think on his threes in the tournament. So I'm a big Grimes guy too.
Yeah,
if that's the same kid.
Oh wow, here we go.
Look at that. That's my QB, number 1, always and forever.
You think about that? That's just solid, like dad bod, right? How old is he?
How can you say Danny Dimes is better than that?
I never said that. I said it was
comparable.
You
said something. You were comparing them. They were in the same conversation. That's what I heard.
I'm bringing them.
I'm not the brightest guy in the world. If you just say Eli Manning and Danny Dimes in the same sentence, I think you're comparing them. Sound like you're comparing.
They also have very similar mannerisms. It's not Danny Dimes' fault that the season has been so up and down. It's really not. But
imagine that guy like
you know whose fault that is? The schedule makers. Because that's why it goes up and down. It goes up when you play bottom of the barrel teams and down when you play teams that actually know what they're doing. So it's not totally his fault. You're right. I think it's the NFL schedule makers.
Yes, I want to blame the NFL schedule
guys up. Yeah, I feel so bad. It's just setting you up for an embarrassing playoff loss.
Yeah, I mean, I see. Like I said, I want the Giants to get in the playoffs just so we can have like a good laugh. You know.
I've been embarrassed before. The last time we went to playoffs, I'm not nervous about it now. I am excited to see how we move and groove. I don't know if you guys remember the boat incident.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when they didn't win a game for like, what was it, like 2 years after the boat picture or something?
It was a very tragic time in my life, super dark. I'm glad we're moving on from that. We'll see what happens. I got a lot of futures riding on these Giants, so that's completely faith-based and not logical whatsoever.
Sure, they'll win. The Giants. They'll win something. Maybe they'll make the playoffs.
We're going to move on. But with that being said, let's head to our YOLO parlay. We've got a -114 pick, a -120 pick, and a -110. Guys, if we were to tally these odds up right now, I'll start with Matt. What do you think the odds would be?
Well, I just tweeted out that it was a plus 500 same game parlay. So that's what I'm going to guess, 500.
Okay. What about you, Slop?
That's my
I'll
guess.
go plus 580.
All right. I'm going to do plus 550. The
Ooh.
answer is
What?
plus 557.
See, I think what happened was Melissa found out before. I think she
No, I'm just that good. But I think I lost, and it automatically goes to John,
To
right?
me.
Don't use prices
No, I
right.
went over.
No, I think I would.
Oh, so I won.
Yeah, Matt would win because I went over.
I would win.
No, I got plus 550. Matt took plus 500. It's plus 557.
Shit, that's annoying. Okay, well, that's fine. So what's the parlay? So it's Knicks. So this is what we're doing. Knicks money line, right?
Yes.
San Francisco plus 3. And then John, what's your pick again? The over on the
Austin Reed.
Austin Reed.
Okay, and he plays for Western Kentucky. So if you guys want to ride with us, that's what it is.
No
Just
chance.
someone in the comments said. Yeah, and if so, you got to find some college football props if you want to ride.
Just
with
a
us.
heads up, just so everyone knows, some guy, Kyle, has been tweeting out like he has like a wheel. I don't know if you've seen these, but it has like different options on different colors, and it landed on Fade Hyslop today. So there is that. I don't think the wheel's right, but I'm just saying it said.
You just make it like with a bunch of like cappers, like fade like this person or.
No, it's just I think the options are tail Hyslop, fade Hyslop.
Oh, it's like your personal wheel.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, fade tail.
Is it to fade you?
Yeah.
That's so rude.
What's that?
Yeah,
Is
that's
it to
kind of
fade
mean.
you? I heard tail. My bad.
No, it said tail and fade. So I guess they alternate, but then one has numbers by. Yesterday there was a don't bet option, and he took it off immediately once the people kind of roasted him for it. So
Yeah.
shout out to Kyle. Good job, Kyle.
Kyle's not that reliable. So
No, Kyle right away was like, yeah, that doesn't say that. He actually changed it, and it made sense after that. But
Shout out
yeah,
to
it's
Kyle.
like, yeah, don't bet. It's just kind of like, don't even put that as an option. That's messed up.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, before we head out of here, we've got some giveaways because it is still the Christmas season. There's about less than a week away. Christmas is this Sunday. And we've got a lot of stuff here at OddsChecker. But don't forget, next Tuesday after Christmas, December 27th, we will be doing our first ever betting simulcast. Join us for the Camellia Bowl. You can tailor our bets, fade us, give us your bets during the day, best bets.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just join us for a good time, make fun of Slop. That's like my favorite thing to do when these shows are airing.
Also, what do you think about the sleeve I have in that? You think I should make it a real thing? Get a sleeve on my left arm?
For the Camellia Bowl?
Just for the bowl. Just for the bowl game. Like I'll get
those temporary ones.
Okay, like the hennas or whatever they're called. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll do it. Fine. Because John and I are wearing that exact attire. We're wearing way too.
Yeah, but you guys look way more muscular in this.
No, I'm just that muscular in real life too. That's actually our real bodies, Melissa. There's nothing.
I don't
understand what you mean. That's
no, it is
a picture of us watching the game.
They said send us a picture the last time you guys hung out and watched the game, and that's what happened.
That's what we were wearing.
We were wearing.
I had a football.
Yeah, we had a beer too. We had some chips.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
No name beers too. We took the labels off the bottles.
No free promotions here. You guys got some pizza going on. All right.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think our bodies look like that? Yeah.
I'm glad that you guys matched. You guys coordinated, I'm assuming.
John went a little lighter.
No, that's just how we showed up.
Yeah, we just showed up that way.
You guys are two peas in a pod. With that being all right, but we also, before we head out of here, we're still doing some giveaways on social media. Nothing makes us happier than seeing you guys win money, even if it means tailing Matt and Slop. But I want to tell you some even easier ways to make money this month. First off, we have a chance to win $500. All you have to do is go to our YouTube page, make sure you're subscribed, and you automatically enter to win. If you want a second entry, just comment on this video, or any video really, any of our recent ones, And then you get 2, which is a good deal to me. We'll be giving that out at the end of the month. But if you're strapped for cash and want some money today, on our Instagram page, there is a chance for you to win $100 every single day. All you have to do is, as you probably already know, make sure you're following us at OddsChecker US, find the contest post for today, and tag a friend. Even if you've already won, you're still eligible to win another 100. But check out our page for more info. So whether it's 100 daily or the $500 giveaway at the end of the month, OddsChecker is making dreams come true this holiday season. How does that sound, guys?
That's amazing. I can't believe how much money we're giving away. And it's every episode, too. It just keeps coming.
Wow. With that being said, we will close off the show here, and we will see you guys on Friday. Well, I will, for another episode of the Thunderdome. How'd you guys do last week?
John won. John won the thing. But that's all that matters. Me and John have a strategic plan that we will not release to the public, but pretty much all we need is one of us to win. You know what I mean? So if John wins, I'm going to be happy for John. If I win, it's not a competition between John and I. Nope. It's a competition between our opponents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys are a team. We just saw your uniforms 5 seconds ago on the screen. So
yeah, that's what I mean. So it's a legit team going on here. So
tough to beat. Whenever you got to beat both of us, very hard.
We are tough.
We will see if whoever dares to enter the Thunderdome can compete with you guys this Friday. And then for other bets, we will have the Morning Edge up tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Until then, I'm your host, Melissa, joined by the sharpest of bettors, Matt and Slop. Happy betting.